Hey everybody, my name is Art Alexakis. I'm with the band Everclear, and this is A-Sides. Nostalgia. That doesn't offend me, to be honest with you. Some people think it's a bad word, nostalgic tour, but yeah, it's the '90s alternative tour that I put together with Mark McGrath. Mark became my partner, and you know, it's called Summerland, and basically you have Everclear, Sugar Ray, Gin Blossoms, Lit, Marcy Playground, all bands that have a bunch of stuff in common. One, that during the era of the '90s, early 2000s, we all sold a lot of records, had some really big hits. But one of the things that I like to think that ties us together is we've all had songs that everybody who's coming to this show, whether they were fans of our band, they all know these songs. They all know the words. You know Sex and Candy, whether you're a fan of it. You know Fly, whether you're a fan of the band. You know Santa Monica or Father of Mine. You know, because they were iconic songs. And I'm just proud, like I was talking about earlier, I'm proud in many ways to still be 50 years old, playing in a rock band, and doing what I love to do.
You're 50?
It's pretty awesome. There's a few things. We've been nominated for Grammys, never won one. That would be nice. Never been on the cover of the Rolling Stone. Even though these days, and I'm not just saying this, but my homepage for my computer is the HuffPost. I'd rather be on the cover of the HuffPost. I'd rather be one of those things that come out just like, you know, something bad about that. I have a song called Jesus Was a Democrat that, you know, John Boehner tried to shoot me. That'd be awesome. There's very few things that I haven't done in life that I want to do. I'm pretty happy. I'm just glad I get to do this while I still find it fun. If I didn't find it fun, I wouldn't do it. We took a break between albums. Our last album came out in '06, and we just put out a new record about a month ago, and right before the tour. And I just wasn't interested in writing songs, you know. And then about 2 years ago, I started writing songs, and it started sounding like a record. So I think that's how the best things come. It's just when it's time, it either happens or it doesn't. People try to force stuff. It just, you know, just seems disingenuous, to put it nicely. Dancing, taxidermy, actually just playing shows, paying bills, writing screenplays. I was a kid actor, a lot of people don't know it, and but I wanted to be in a rock band. I didn't know that. And I've always written, I've always been political, and I put out blogs and stuff like that, and I've been busy. But I got one kid in college and one kid in preschool, which is bizarre, and just been busy doing that and putting my heart into my life as opposed to into my career, and it just came time to write some songs. I think what a lot of bands do that I think robs the music, and I think a lot of people, especially from my era, are guilty of that. So when you're on a major label, you write a record, you record a record, and then you tour. And then people go right back to writing, recording, and touring, because the money infrastructure pushes you to do that. Your management, your label saying, oh, you need to go back in the studio and do this and this and this, instead of living some life in between records to get grist for the mill to write about. So I think it's kind of diminishing returns about when you don't have more stuff to write about and time to process what you're thinking and what you're experiencing, what you're seeing. I think it kind of sells the music short. And I think having time off was just a natural thing for me. My mom died, I went through divorce, went through bankruptcy, a lot of stuff in the last 6 years. But now I'm smiling again, so it's good stuff. It started on June 28th, and today is the 18th of June, and we've got 34 shows. I think this is about the 13th or 14th, something like that. And yeah, I'm stoked to be here. This is the 5th show I played here. I've had a lot of crazy things happen in this building. We're at the Roseland Theater in beautiful New York City, and yeah, it's just nothing's changed. It's still very blue. But yeah, there has been a lot of playing with each other and people coming out. It's just been a lot of fun. That's what when we put this together, when me and Mark Graff from Sugar Ray were talking about this tour, doing this tour, we were hoping that was going to be the case, and so far it's been very much so. All these bands, we've all played radio shows together, and I'm friends with the guys in the lid, and I know everybody pretty much. You know, I guess the one band that none of us really knew well, had met, and were friendly with, was the Gin Blossoms. But Marcy Playground opened for Everclear in '98 when they were having their big hit, and we took Fastball on that tour. So it was Fastball, Marcy Playground, Everclear. So that was a good tour.
Yeah.
It was fun. More tours. We're gonna tour. We're going to do a tour of Canada. We're going to do it, not Summerland, but Everclear. We're going to do a tour of Australia and New Zealand. We're going to do another tour of the States, and Europe early next year. So, yeah, just I put myself into this place of just like, I'm going to work this record. I'm going to put my heart into making this record and this tour, and after that, we'll see what happens.